Hello everyone, it's Stevie126 here. This may be a long intro because I am recording from Jason's apartment, which apparently has super internet. So we're going to see how long this takes to load. But anyway, before we get there, we are recording Olly's game right now, which is, oh my god, round 7? Game something or other? Yes.
Yeah.
But yes, hello Olly. And
Hello.
also joining us today is Robbie. Say hello, Robbie.
Hello, Robbie.
Nice, we're back, baby. There you go. Okay, so that was pretty much just the whole intro. That was nice.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Perfectly timed.
How are you guys doing today while we go through the opening credits?
Doing well.
Yeah.
Excited to show off this game. I think when we were playing it, it was basically just me and Emil chatting.
Yeah.
So I felt a bit left out of the normal chatter and BSing we always do.
Yeah.
And, I'm looking forward to talking about it more.
Good. Yeah, because I remember you asked us. I think we caught the end and you called us. I was like, how do you think I did? But yeah, no, that's good. And how are you doing today, Robbie?
I'm good, my dude. I've just driven back all the way back up to sunny Bournemouth from Devon, so I am absolutely shattered. So this is going to be good fun. I'm looking forward to
it. Good. Yes. So at the moment I'm in Southampton away, which is why these recordings are so late. Cool. So what happened? Looks like Emil got the fame, and he's got a Bloodweiser Babe / Keg, depending on your
and a reroll. So he had 170-ish, I think. Happy cash. He got a Bloodweiser Babe and a reroll. I won the kickoff as well and chose to receive because I'm elves. And I feel like that's a good option.
Yeah, I mean, I'm recently playing Blood Bowl. I'm trying to kick as much as possible, except when I'm playing elves now. Exclusively, they're the only team I will receive with, even with bashy teams. So yeah, I think that's pretty wise. So Emil has committed less to the line than usual, which is good. Tackle zones are more important, I think, against an elf team.
True. Having seen this, I did think there's not really any place I can look at and be like, I can break through 1 point.
Yeah, you need to pick a wing, probably the left one, because it has 1 less block, so it's technically weaker.
That's a Chaos Dwarf behind the other thing. So it's sending a block on each side, technically.
Okay, so go down the right side, because that's less tackle.
Yes.
But really, okay, so high kick. Also, I am going to note how many bloody high kicks we've had this season.
Yeah. If you want to pause it, I'd love to pause it quickly and just discuss my setup as well.
Oh, yes.
So normally, what I've done against every other team is set up the line with my 3 dodge characters on the line so they can just run away.
Yeah.
But, obvious reasons, dodge isn't very helpful.
No.
So instead, I've set up my 2 guard members on the line, and so obviously you can see that I have the exact same number of guard as he does. So I'm actually technically just as strong as him on this front line.
Yeah.
Which I felt very proud of, being elves and being like, well, I'm just going to punch the dwarves.
Yeah, I bet you did.
It felt quite nice. And also marking the bull centaur with a man with dodge, because the bull centaurs don't have tackle.
Smart. That's big thinking, that is. Yeah. So you're going for this guy?
Yes. Yeah. Going for the guy with guard, because that doesn't give the additional +1. Yeah. And then I just start getting the +1s.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I know elves aren't supposed to play the line, but it doesn't mean you can't.
Yeah, that's the thing I kind of was reminding myself, is that I have strength 3. I am as strong, other than the bull centaurs, as this team.
Yeah.
I will say also high kick was very good for me, just because of that positioning of the ball would have been a massive pain in the ass.
Yeah, I mean, you can delay, because obviously he's dwarves.
Yeah.
You can sit in your own backfield.
Absolutely.
You're gonna... Is that the throw icon? I know they're slightly different.
Yeah, it's to get 1 SPP to level that guy up, actually.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then mark the bull centaur with 3 players, so now it's 2 die in my favour.
Yeah, unless he commits, which he will.
Even if he marks, I still get the +1. So
yeah,
marking with the guard. I'm really trying to learn the guard positioning, but it's so hard.
Yeah. I mean, guard has the obvious disadvantage of if you smack the player with guard, it doesn't help them.
Yeah, that's why you need the few players.
Yeah. So cool.
So right now, I will say as well, I see something very, very juicy that I cannot ignore.
Okay.
Which I'll wait for my turn, just so you can see what I do.
I'm trying to see it now. I want to pretend I'm a good commentator and realise what it is. Do you see it, Robbie?
Olly is essentially I think Olly was telling me about this, so I do have a little advantage here. But
okay.
So I won't claim that I'm spotting this from just my own memory. But he has essentially abandoned a player behind centre player behind the elf front line. So that player is probably just going to get bullied.
Oh, is it? Oh, wait, yeah. Is this you just picking on this poor centre?
Absolutely.
Yes, I remember this. I remember we were. Oh yeah, no, we were there. So this was the game that me and Jason decided to put on his flat screen TV and watch like the Super Bowl, and we were there just going, "Yes, foul it, foul the bloody centre." Sorry, Emil, but it was just so good.
This is honestly a very I've played classic dwarfs rather than chaos dwarfs, and this is honestly a very dwarf play, just trying to push them back into a corner, basically, and just trying to push your front line in.
Yeah, I mean, you play both kinds of teams, don't you? Really, play elves and dwarves.
Yeah, I like the extremes.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm still trying to play elves, but I can't do it.
It requires, I don't know. I think I can play against elves against AI. I don't know whether I can play elves against other players. I just don't know if I have the patience for it.
Yeah. Anyway, back to normality. So I think he's trying to deny the fouls because he could tell they're coming.
Yeah, like the fouls were at that point about a 90% chance.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the stun, so that's honestly pretty welcome, even with just that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Ooh.
I remember an old Tactica video back when you could shake vehicles. It's like taking it out for a turn is still worth, and it's the exact same thing here. Ooh. You did not have block.
I did not know on that guy. So.
That's fine. Reroll into a power is always welcome. Yep. They expected that.
I bring that guy back just to kind of give a potential for helping and another foul.
Yeah, no, go for it. And another stun, so he's still out.
Which is great for me, just because it is this case of I don't have to be concerned about a potential bull centaur just running amok.
Yeah, because the centaur is the one that has the movement.
It's the movement and it's the strength 4, which is the one part of the team that I can't really deal with.
Yeah.
With the amount of guard I have, I can be as strong because I have quite a lot of block as well. If anything, I think I have about the same number of players with block as he does, maybe a couple less.
He has 8, and I think you 8. Have.
I've got 4. Yeah, okay, so twice the number. But getting 2 dice to me is more important than having a block.
I mean, it is 2 dice without block is better than 1 dice with block. Of course, if you're dwarves, having block, tackle, and thick skull means 1 dice are,
very safe.
Yeah, very
pretty
safe.
Juicy. Yeah, definitely.
It's funny that
it's very typical. It's just look at how many elves on the floor in that scrum. That is pretty much. Ooh, why is that hobgoblin going in? That's interesting. I would have probably ran that hobgoblin just at the ball carrier.
Yeah, I would have too. Or spread out the tackle zones.
Because we're 4 turns in and that ball is still in your back line.
Yeah. Which as
this
elves is fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is basically what I was realizing was that I don't need to score on turn 3, and also Emil hadn't given me the kind of opportunity.
Yeah.
Like there hasn't been a point where I would say I could do a breakaway.
Yeah, no, at the moment
Absolutely.
you are stuck in the scrum.
Yeah,
Oh, I
and I
wonder
kind
what's
of
going to
don't
happen.
mind.
Yeah, another boot.
This
Boot
is
to the head.
turn 3 with on the third time.
Stun again.
Another stun.
Oh,
Three
dear.
on the break, 3 stuns. Which is
You've
very
done
painful.
really well not to roll any doubles there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have as soon as I'd rolled a doubles and had someone sent off, I was gonna just say, all right, I'm done fouling for the
Yeah.
entire game. That would have been it. Because I have a spare player as well, so one expulsion isn't that bad for me.
No.
But if I'd gotten an injury, or if I'd gotten a send off, I wouldn't have carried on doing that. The only reason was because I could keep pushing my luck, kind of thing.
I mean, that's what you do when you play elves, isn't it? It's just push your luck as much as you can.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
mean, elf players are worth 2 human players, roughly. Like, you can play really against the odds, and if they mess it up, that ball is gone. Like,
Yeah.
so you can afford to lose a lineman,
Here we
especially
go.
for a bull centaur. Ooh,
A bit more pressure.
alright.
Dwarf is getting it. Bless him. He's so stranded.
Yeah,
Really is.
Really reasonably so though. Like that, I couldn't go down the left because of that dwarf.
Yeah, I mean, he has now blocked you to getting to this line here at least.
Yeah, like that whole area there, I couldn't just go around what the scrum is purely because of that.
Yeah.
So it was genuinely a solid idea.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't try and swap wings and force him to bring his players to the other side.
So if you see what happens here, this is why.
Oh.
Um,
I'm also noticing this guy as well.
yeah, I just go.
Yeah.
Oh,
His
he's
second
committed
bull
too
centaur-
hard to one side, and
His second bull centaur has just jumped out of his backline and into my backline. So now I'm going to swap to his backline.
Yeah.
Smart.
What's the patient hunter Tau thing? Kaoyun?
Yeah,
Like that. Just waited.
Yeah.
just fishing for those dwarves to make a mistake, and it pays off.
Absolutely.
Wow, very clever. I didn't see that coming. That would have probably got me as well.
Yeah.
That's why again I was waiting for this. I was happy to keep fighting, because if I kept fighting, there was a higher chance he'd pull that other dwarf into the melee to help him. Because at the time we were basically even fighting, and because I kept fouling the bull centaur, there wasn't much he could do.
Yeah.
But yeah, now like it's getting to the point where there's now 3 KOs, and now I am starting to lose the player numbers.
I mean, if I remember correctly, the bull centaur had like really.
This is a blitz, by the way. He's blitzing the ball carrier.
Yeah.
But I get very lucky.
Yeah, we were yelling at the screen because we thought he hadn't clicked it, because we had the glitch come up. We were like, no, Emil, why didn't you blitz? Then we realised when we looked at the bottom, it like said the action. But no, if I remember correctly, that centaur that left the backfield to come up was doing bashing, so he couldn't actually leave to put pressure on you to make you score. Which was kind of unfortunate, because basically what he wanted to have done, which was no fault of Emil's, I believe, was really start pressuring you to make you score as quick as possible, so he has as long as possible to get with the ball in his hands. Whereas you actually want him to want to wait.
Yeah, I want to leave him to deal with everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, if by scoring next turn, he has 2 turns to score, which he could.
I mean,
is possible
with a bull centaur rush, but it's tricky. Definitely tricky.
Oh, look at that!
Oh, he's marked you. All right, well played.
Burst.
Yeah. Thankfully, the blitz is used, so he can't actually hit me down any other places.
Well, I think he can still hit you.
He can still hit me, but only once.
And
wham!
I believe
He gets the KO,
That's the
and
KO. Yep, and that's the doubles. And I remember watching it as soon as I saw the kick icon come up. I'm like, Emil, you're getting sent off for that. That's like
you're not allowed to foul elves. That's not allowed.
It was not just that. You fouled so many times. Like, yeah,
Yep.
now the double's coming, isn't it?
Yep.
You nicked up one
that
good
works.
fouls.
The guy who had the ball there as well was the guy with dodge, and the guy marking him did not have tackle again. So again, that was a very safe just run. And also, he was in such a commanding position in the back line. I wasn't going to attempt to re-win the back line.
That's fair. So you got the completely average KOs coming back.
I did notice that, and I was very disappointed. But I was like, fair enough.
Yeah.
Because it is only for one more turn of mine, because obviously, and I was fairly confident that he wouldn't be able to score.
Yeah.
As much as he can with the Bull Centaurs, and I probably didn't give them the respect they deserved.
I mean, the issue with them is they've got to pick up the ball, right?
Yeah.
And right now, without sure hands, that's tricky. They are agility too.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking with it. Was the likelihood of it working out for him is low.
Oh, okay.
It's too much on the line.
You should have
had all the goblins back.
He decided he wasn't going to try and score. He just didn't care. He was going for bash.
That's a really interesting choice. I would have as Stephen said, I would have had at least 2 guys to go get that ball. Maybe one in the middle, like a throw and a handoff to a bull centaur, and try and get it up the pitch if I can.
Yeah.
But I think someone's getting fouled.
He's getting the triple die. I think is what he really wanted.
Triple die, and then again he can just surround you.
Yeah.
There you go. He's gonna do it again.
Yeah. With where the ball went anyway, I will say it was an unlikely. It was even less likely he would have been able to score. So I think in the end he did make the right decision.
Yeah, he definitely did in hindsight. Fouling with a dwarf, that is risky.
Ooh, it's aggressive.
Just a stun though.
Not punished.
Yeah. But no, I just but like kind of objectively, as it were, could have started pressuring, maybe do a 2-turn. It's unlikely, but hey. Well, might as well use a reroll. He's got 3 at turn 7.
Yeah, like honestly, like I don't think there was too much more I'd say Emil could have done in that first half. That was just he was battling for the ball. I think he could have sent maybe 1 hobgoblin to go pressure you. Like just sprint round the side and try and get someone at least to the ball. Maybe 2 hobgoblins, but then he might have lost the scrum. So it's tricky.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would have played it.
I did make a bit of a mistake here. So in my head, I was like, "Oh well, the dwarves and hobgoblins can't make it over here, so I'll just like surround and make it impossible for him to back up these bull centaurs, so he can't do many hits against me next turn."
Yeah.
Obviously, I didn't stand up my guys in that melee because
didn't want them to get killed.
Yeah, I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
But then I've kind of forgot that hobgoblins are movement 6, and so they just come in and support, which gives him the 2 dices he kind of needed.
Yeah.
To get these hits, which was risky, and that was literally all I would have needed to do is stand on the other side, and it would have been fine. So it was a bit of a mistake there on my part. But thankfully, I think it doesn't punish me too hard.
No. Oh, he's going for those kills. Going again.
One thing I did say, I have realised with being against this dwarf team is that he's not better at killing than anyone else, or better at killing than me, for example. Like we're as good as each other. Yeah. Because he doesn't have mighty blow and claws yet on like anyone.
No.
And I'm armor 8, so I think I'm like quite safe from injuries and stuff like that. As opposed to especially with my assassin with armor 6 being dead, I no longer have a very, very terrible target.
Yeah, you don't have someone who just feeds the other team.
Exactly. So once again, I was kind of looking at it as a case of I'm not committing to the line because I won't win it against 2 strength 4 and a bunch of dwarves and his first turn 1.
Yeah.
So it's better to just kind of defend my... He did say near the beginning of the game that he was quite scared of my dump off nerves runner.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, if I've learnt anything from Martin, it's that when they say they're scared of him, it means they're going to try and kill them.
Yes. Yes.
So I defend them. I put everyone ahead of them.
Like all good humans, when we are scared of things, we lash out and kill them. Sorry.
No, you're absolutely right. Like, if the enemy team's got a player you don't like, they are absolutely target number 1.
Yeah.
And that was what my assassin was. He was, and I think that honestly at this point, I really think that's what the assassin is he's not anything other than a distraction. He distracts the enemy team away from your ball carriers.
I mean, the other thing, he's really good at just threatening an enemy ball carrier. Just like if you just sit them next to the ball carrier, because ball carriers tend to have lower armor anyway. And it's like, even if I haven't got 2 dice, I'm a shadow you and try and stab you.
Yeah, make him keep rolling dodges. Shadowing is the best skill on that player, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I do always forget about that. He never got shadowing because no one ever dodges away.
No, they blitzed him down.
They blitz him down and kill him. Like, that's why I wanted to theoretically jump up or multiple blocks just to make him a bit more viable.
Yeah, I mean it's also the same as chainsaws. You know, I mean it's not as easy because obviously when you knock down a chainsaw, you get the +3, but you just hit them. You just hit them down until you're safe.
Yeah, it's easier to hit them down than run away.
Yeah.
Every day of the week.
That's just that's just classic Blood Bowl, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
So he's forming a cage. Being fair, have all the Merlin go for it.
What's his aim here? I guess he's trying to push his line into them.
Yeah, he's just trying to kind of screen. Forward. Yeah, kind of screen. Kind of make sure that you have to roll a dice here. Even if it's a good dice, you have to roll something. So I get that. I mean, you're just gonna screen. Actually, you know what? I like this because he screens you. He has another turn of like progress set up already, unless you can get in there.
That is true. That's a very good point, mate. Like, that definitely buys him at least a turn of moving forward.
Yeah.
And since he's also made his cage out of his somewhat speedy players.
Yeah.
Like any ground the dwarves can like create, he can move into.
Yeah, these become new cage. I mean, now you've knocked this guy down. You can get to here if you wanted, but like
pretty safely, yeah.
Like you don't really need to. Where are you going?
So I'm just going up there to help defend the that kind of help win that scrum in the middle there.
Yeah,
and it's setting up a bit more of a screen, so it's like he can go like swap wings and go around the other side, but he will lose all that progress that, as you guys said, he just set up.
Yeah, see, there we go.
Making that kind of bucket shape means that he is now fairly forced into where he is.
Yeah, he's...
he has to come into this bucket.
Oh, jeez, made me jump. So, Ball Sentinel coming in. Surprised you didn't just actually leave him there. That's...
He's already got a cage made with the others.
Yeah, but I'd have left him there. He had a free centaur he could have sent round wherever he wanted. Not that it matters a huge amount. He's still in base contact with someone he can smash to pieces, but you know. Oh, tackle. There we go. That's the first use this game.
Absolutely. No, it's the second actually. The second time it's worked out for.
Oh, is it? Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a dwarf advance, and honestly, considering that was just his second turn, he's made pretty speedy advancements. I'd say he's got under half the pitch to go.
Yeah.
And it's just down to how well Olly can hold him back. Oh,
nice. Injury. That's a bit of SPP. Missed next game.
What was it? Was it just missed next game?
Yeah. And he appoed it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I probably wouldn't, but I guess since we're getting to the end of the tournament, like missing one of your key positionals would be pretty painful.
There's also his next player is standing right behind me, so you know I would not want to be missing a dwarf against Khemri.
That is fair.
That's reasonable.
You just trying? Yeah, you're just trying to. That's the screen, isn't it? It's an elf screen. I mean, there's not much else to say.
It's a slightly weaker screen because obviously it's a one deep screen, but having pushed everyone away, it's because it's quite a dense screen. Knocking one person down, there's still no way through.
Yeah.
Unless he knocks down the person on the end, for example.
Yeah.
But then I'm just kind of hoping that the lack of movement kind of stays in my advantage. And again, if you see both my one of my guard players, I think actually both my guard players are on the left-hand side, like up against all the other dwarves.
Yeah.
So I'm using them as my focus to just fight there, and then hope that this all slows down. Tries to hand off to the ball center. I'm not going to lie, I don't know what he intended to do with the ball center after that.
What he intended was a blitz. Yeah, I don't know.
It's still dodging and it's still going around, and
I think that bounce. Okay, so we got it there eventually. But I think that was maybe a panic play, and he was worried of running out of turns. And I think he probably wants to score quickly so he can try again to get the win. I think he could have just been a bit more methodical because you know it's dwarves. But you can get a 2 dice.
Yeah, I think the goal there it's a lot safer on his bull centaurs because it requires so many of Olly's players to commit.
Yeah, that's fair. He might have just given it to the bull centaur and stayed there and kept bashing.
Like it's you don't particularly need to cage a bull centaur. Maybe he's trying to dissolve his cage here, so he can then make a break for it. Because he does, as you say, he needs to make that break, else he's not going to score quick enough. I think he's worried about the pace of the game.
Yeah, I try a cheeky 1 die there, get quite lucky, and it means I can get a 2 die, which is quite nice. So
yeah,
multiple dwarves on the floor is always a nice thing for an elf team to see.
Yeah.
And also based on the positioning, I've managed to get 3 players on the ball carrier, which means that there's no way he can get, and then 2 of them weren't in tackle zone, so there's no way of getting out of that without a dodge roll or a handoff theoretically.
Yeah. Your block punishes him there.
I think there he does. I think he was mentioned that he didn't realize. He looked at it and he thought the wrong person had block, so he thought he had block and the didn't. Sorry, he thought I didn't, but he did. So I got a bit lucky on that in that regard, and then get this tree hit off.
Yeah. So.
And
that's very good for you.
I'm elves, so
That's it.
All mine basically at this point. And then I'm just screening it off so that he can't make it to me.
Yeah, no, fair.
Because dwarves can't dodge out, and I'm hoping that he can't open up anything too much.
Oh, injury on the centaur.
Yeah.
Lovely. Just badly hurt.
Very lucky, and also quite ridiculous that I had 3 foul attempts on him and I got stuns, and then I just hit him, not even expecting anything, and I get the injury. That was quite lucky. And then I leave the scrum because
you don't need to be there anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd rather not be. So.
Cool. I mean, it feels like you're pretty safe. That's a cheeky 1 dice. It really is.
It's a guy with block against a guy with block, so I figured it was fine.
Fair.
Yeah. Like some of the others I've done are definitely not fine, but like that one was a reasonable 1 die.
Technically okay. We'll allow it.
Yeah. It was also against the guy with guard. It was meant to be to get the guard away, so that yeah. He had to make the decision of does he want to bring the guard guy back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I always forget about the damn bull centaurs is the fact that they are armor. They're effectively movement 9 because of the whole
Sprint,
short
short
feet
feet.
sprint.
Yeah.
That pretty sure that bull centaur number 1 can actually reach the ball carrier.
Yes, he can.
Oh, he makes that dodge.
Yeah.
Oh, did he? He didn't blitz.
He's already blitzed this turn. He couldn't.
Ah,
Yeah.
well, I mean that's unfortunately that's a 1 in 36. You trip the ball carrier as he tries to dodge.
Yeah. He wouldn't have been able to blitz. That was entire his movement to get there.
Yeah.
Like all of it. Like he couldn't have moved the 1 square in to do the blitz regardless.
Ah, fair.
So that wasn't that part wasn't a wasted one. No. 2 dice with a reroll is always, in my opinion, better than moving. That is not delaying. I want to point that out.
We will take your word for it.
That was my full movement without any going for it because.
I mean, there's no point risking it. Honestly, you're in a position where he can't catch you, and if you score next turn, like honestly. If you score next turn, then he couldn't score in time. We're only halfway through this next half, but
he wouldn't be able to win.
He's run. Yeah, I think at this point he's lost. So he needs to just to punch you and try and get some SP out of it.
Yeah.
Right, or I mean, he could do a crazy play to try and catch you with the bull centaur, but that's pretty much the only thing. Right.
Yeah, he's just whacking. I mean,
so he's also trying the crazy play.
6-up dodge. Oh no way! 6-up dodge.
He has forgotten to blitz,
this
and
is
that
where he forgot to blitz, and this is count.
He was quite annoyed about that, and which is reasonable. That was an unfortunate situation.
And then
I would have been very annoyed if I'm honest. I would have been very sad if he succeeded that.
Fair.
But then he's still got to pick it up, and he would probably flub it.
It was more good. If I hadn't been able to score after that, I would have been very, very sad.
Yeah, well, that would have been a hell of a turn. Bull centaur, maximum movement, blitzes in, picks it up, throws it to the other bull centaur.
Who's injured, so.
Crazy plays.
Crazy plays. I'd say a lot's gone on in this game because we haven't finished and we're already at the 33-minute mark, pretty much.
It's quite a long. It was quite an influence. I think we neither of us got to like full turn timers style game, but it was like I was trying to think quite hard on what I was doing at all times. It was quite a
big thinking plays.
A big thinking for me. I was quite especially because now at the point in the league that it is, this is one of the games deciding who wins the league.
Yeah.
All the players at the top of the leaderboard are starting to play each other. So some decisions are about to happen.
Yeah. Once again, tackle.
Wow.
3 times this game. It's worked for them.
It's only working for him because you put the dodge players on the line.
They're my least valuable players.
Oh god.
Like genuinely, my players with guard are way more important than the players with dodge.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And my players with
movement up, even more valuable.
The blitzers and the runners, they're all more valuable. So it's just like,
oh, that's crazy! Managing to get the handoff to the bull centaur, pick up, handoff.
Slight cage. You just needs enough so you can't 2-dice him.
Cheeky side cage, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. I don't know how he's going to break that bull centaur free from the screen that's about to be put up.
Yep. But the one thing I will say is I was quite...
Oh, big whoops.
Yeah, I was quite happy with how my setup was, because once again it's the case of I know I'm all in the center, but I can now respond to that wing in my entirety.
Yeah.
If I'd chosen one wing, he wouldn't have been able to get as far, but then I would have had 2 players on the other side of the field who couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Except to run back to be safeties.
Exactly, which against Bull Centaur, which is going to be scoring next turn or not, safety doesn't help much.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's got the movement from there, isn't he?
Yeah, I think it's with all movement. I think it is exactly 9.
Yeah.
He's not getting through that.
I mean,
gonna have.
He's got to do some crazy dice rolls. I mean, he can blitz the first one out of the way.
Yeah, and then it's so he blitzes the first one, then it's 1, 2.
Now he's got a
3
tackle zone on him
dodges
as well.
Yeah.
So now he really can't do. Now he's gonna have to blitz that guy instead. Tackle. So you guys use a team reroll. What turn are we on? 15. Okay.
But we've got
Wow.
the dwarf's last turn cut happening now.
Yeah.
Which so what's he got to do? Well, he's got to punt. He's got to blitz that one in front of him.
He's got to blitz. That's the only thing he can do. Is just blitz that one.
So right there, what happened was, I'll give the explanation, is he wanted to blitz one of the 2 guys below, I think one of them.
Yeah.
Once again forgot to blitz, unfortunately.
So he just ended his turn.
So yeah, he succeeded to dodge, realised he hadn't blitzed, and then just, ended it.
I think I would have. I think I still would have.
I'd have just sent him in there, just see if it happened.
It would have been because I think because he's 4 up dodge normally, and then with a dodging into that's -1, and then dodging in again is a -2.
Hmm.
So there's 2 players. That'd probably be like 6. It'd be.
I think it's a
6, 6, 5, 4.
Yeah.
I think that is.
I think it's 5-5-4.
2 tackles.
No,
though.
sorry, so you're right. Yeah, 6-6, 6-6-4.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good game. Entertaining to watch. So obviously, unsurprisingly, got more armor breaks than you, and you got more passes than him.
Only the 1 pass, and that was my glory pass on turn 1.
Yeah. Nice for the SPP. God, he got no injury rolls. Bless his heart. Right,
That was
so
in dodge we trust kind of game, even though dodge didn't do anything.
yeah. So his dice were pretty even. They probably weighted to the bottom slightly, but they're not that bad. And his block dice,
They're fine.
are fine.
Pretty fine. Like
Less gold than anything.
Yeah. So yours are pretty even too. You got more skulls than pals, but you got more dodge pals than both down. So. Against dwarves, that's pretty good. And okay. Your dice rolls are also very weighted to the bottom with those 2s, but at least your elves and 2s don't hurt you as much.
Yeah, if I was playing humans right now, I'd be crying. But
it already makes me sad. Oops. Oh, I fucked that all up, man. So you're against. I meant to hit teams. Maybe this one's coming out last now. Oh, that was complete just tiredness there. Kicked in.
Okay.
So let's go on to your team with your huge team value.
Yeah.
Big dick team value. I think that's the biggest team value of the entire league over 3 seasons.
Yeah, my Chaos Beastman team is 200k less than that, I think, something like that.
Yeah, I think the closest one is Howling Castle, is in the 1600s. But I don't know who's got higher. So, fucking hell. Only 3 level 1 players.
Yep, and one of them I just bought because that Witch Elf is new.
Yes, brand new Witch Elf.
Brand new Witch Elf. And I got 3 level ups that game, by the way. So Anakin Skywalker is now level 3. I gave him kick. He's a lineman. Yeah.
Nice. Appreciate that.
And then I got kick is nice, and I think against the next 2 teams it's going to be nice because I'm against. Right. Well, I'll go into that later.
So hang on, before we move on, remember, kick, tackle, kick,
they are
tackle.
Different.
They are different icons, Krendel. But yes.
Yes, and I also got a blitzer with tackle because he rolled normals, and I got a second blitzer with guard because he rolled doubles.
Nice, yeah, that is
3 elves with guard, a lot of movement up, which is very nice. So yeah, I'm quite liking the look of this team.
I'm liking the look of this team. It is very, very tasty. Let's look at Emil's. So he's down at 1260. I think he's got the injuries, so that's fine. And Zob got block.
He already had block. I think the other Goblin, Scarlet, is the one who got man of the match.
No, Zob got man of the match.
So he just got 5 SP that didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Which is fair. I guess
he's only 1 away now.
Oh, I think it's just hard because he's just, his cursed wolves haven't got as many injuries as I think he was hoping for. Obviously, have
Yeah.
a bit more guard. The bull
Also,
centers are doing all right though.
Unfortunately for him, I believe he rolled a 1 on winnings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got 20k.
Yeah. So schedule. Hopefully, we're on the right one this time. So you two are playing next
I am.
this week.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. That'll be fun.
I'm imagining it's going to be similar to the next game we're going to commentate.
Yes.
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 Who would I would favour Olly in this one.
Dude,
I was going to favour Robbie, to be honest.
Okay, I was gonna say always bet on yourself, you two. Come on,
I
believe.
think I'm gonna struggle to. I think I'm gonna struggle to deal with how Ollie's gonna play this next one, but we'll see.
And then it's Jace versus Emil. I mean that's anyone's game.
I
Both
think
of them have fairly low level ups.
Fairly low level ups.
Although
They are.
I believe Jason just got a ton of level ups because he was against Amazons, wasn't he?
He only got 2. He got 2 Tomb Guardians with Mighty Blow.
Oh.
So that's going to help a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm at 9, but
yeah. Now I'm at 8. So
yeah. So actually, yeah. While we're on that point, why don't we quickly look at his team because we're not going to commentate that game. Ferrer Rocher. So he played against the AI Amazons. Let's quickly. Yeah, that's the one. He didn't need to replace him. He's now got all 16 skeletons. He beat them 2-0. That was it. Okay, yeah. So we got Mighty Blow on these guys. I think maybe that thrower got block that game. I think he did.
Maybe, but like he's now got Curly Whirly now being strength 4.
yeah.
Strength one of them has strength 4. The other one has dodge. These throwers are the MVP.
They really are.
Up.
I'm very impressed with those guys, and I'm shocked he's managed to funnel SPP onto them and none of the other skeletons.
Yeah, that is quite amazing.
They're the only ones who play with the ball, aren't they?
That is true.
Yeah, we got a touchdown on a Tomb Guardian. Anyway, but that is not the game we're recording. So, but he is obviously against Emil. I'm gonna give it to Jace. Not much in it. It could easily go either way, but if I had to put money on it, I'd give it to Jace.
Yeah.
I think I would as well. I think I think Emil's speed, especially with the strength 4 guys, might catch out Jason if he's not careful. Because they are strength 4, they're quick, and if Jason leaves a gap, and he can only get like a skeleton to it, would you take a 2 red dice to try and get the ball? I mean, you would, but you wouldn't like it.
Yeah, I don't know. 4 strength 5 beats 2 strength 4 in the Bashy v Bashy game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if it's just going to be a scrum in the middle, I think it'll be
8 block against 2 block, and the 2 blockers on the 2 ball carriers.
4 block. 2 blitz.
Oh, he has blitz rolls, doesn't he? Oh, okay, so yeah, I think I don't know. I'm going to reserve judgment on that because I really don't know. I reckon because they're only armor 7, so I think Emil will start knocking skeletons out, and as soon as he gets a player advantage, he'll start winning.
Fair. But yes, we're up to 44 minutes because of that game, so I'm gonna cut it off there, and we're gonna go record Robbie's game. So thank you everyone for watching. Sorry for all the spoilers. That was completely my bad. I might edit that quickly. But yes, thank you for watching. Thank you, you two, for joining me this evening.
Happy to.
Pleasure.
And we will see you all next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See ya.